Welcome to Falcon TV. Subscribe to the channel to stay informed and inspire us.
English women live over 2 years longer on average than English men, with a current life expectancy of 83 years. In 1918, British women over 30 were granted the right to vote, and by 1928 all women could vote from age 21. The percentage of English women in the workforce rose from 53% in 1971 to over 70% by 2019. Queen Elizabeth I, who ruled England from 1558-1603, is one of England's most powerful and celebrated monarchs. Over 30% of British MPs are now women, with 209 female members of Parliament elected in 2019. British women earn 17.9% less on average than men, though the gender pay gap has been gradually shrinking. Abortion was legalized in England, Wales and Scotland in 1967 through the Abortion Act of 1967. Emmeline Pankhurst was a leading English suffragette who campaigned tirelessly for women's right to vote in the early 20th century. The first female prime minister was Margaret Thatcher, who served as PM from 1979 to 1990 and remains an iconic figure. English women have higher university attendance, with around 50% more women studying at universities than men. Jane Austen is one of the most beloved English novelists and authors, pioneering romantic fiction in the late 18th, early 19th century. The average age for English mothers having their first child is now over 30 years old. English women live longer than men partly due to lower smoking rates, less alcohol consumption and safer occupations. Of English women aged 16-64, roughly 75% are employed, showing a high level of female economic participation. The number of single mothers in England has risen steadily over the decades, now accounting for around 25% of families. Women make up about half of the English teaching workforce, and roughly 80% of primary school teachers are female. The first female architect in England was Ethel Charles in 1898, overcoming great barriers to women entering the profession. English literary greats include the Bronte sisters, Jane Austen, Virginia Woolf, J.K. Rowling, and many more esteemed female writers. Women in England didn't need their husband's permission to open a bank account starting in 1975 with the Sex Discrimination Act. English fashion icons like Vivienne Westwood, Twiggy and Kate Moss had major influence on global styles and beauty standards. The 1950s New Look fashion, started by English designer Vivienne Westwood, redefined modern feminine style with nipped waistlines. According to surveys, around 65% of English women identify as feminists, embracing activism for expanded rights. Women make up 28% of STEM workers in England, though initiatives aim to attract more females into technical fields. England had many pioneering suffragettes like Emmeline Pankhurst, who were jailed for protesting for voting rights. The average age for English women having their first baby is now over 28, gradually rising over the decades. British women increasingly pursue unassisted births, with home births rising 79% from 2004 to 2017. The number of single-person households in England is rising, especially among older divorced or widowed women. English women on average spend over 3 hours daily on unpaid housework and family care compared to men's 2 hours. Though still earning less than men, young English women now out-earn male peers in their 20s, largely due to more graduating university.
If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up. Thank you.